What's up, guys? Justin Morgan here, and this is the 5th installment in the Principles of Dieting or Principles of Muscle Building and Fat Loss series, based on a chart that you have seen in the intro. And we are talking about food composition, or other words, eating whole foods or clean eating or that kind of thing. And going along with this principle, I kind of addressed this in the very first video, and you may wonder, if we're looking at the chart there, it seems that this principle seems to have very little impact on muscle growth or in fat loss, and in a way it does, and in a way it doesn't, and I'm going to talk about that. The reason that it is so low on the chart is because if we take two people, one of them is eating mostly whole foods, but they're eating some processed refined foods in the diet, so they are meeting their micronutrient needs through foods primarily, and they're meeting their essential fatty acid and all of those needs through foods. And someone else is eating a completely 100% whole foods plant-based diet, then you're not really going to see a ton of difference, assuming that there are all of the other categories before that are in line. So all of the other calories and all of those things, if they're similar, you're not really going to see a lot of difference between the person that is 100% whole foods and the person that is just like maybe 90% whole foods. So that is why it's not emphasized higher on the chart. However, I will say that if you're eating mostly processed refined foods, that you're going to have a very difficult time with diet adherence. So you're going to have a very difficult time sticking to such a diet, or unless you're really trying to get enormous. But when going with the calories, I didn't recommend that you eat like 20, 30, and 40% more than was necessary for you to see muscle growth. I think 10, maybe 15% above whatever your maintenance calories to maintain your weight is a good idea. And if you are eating mostly processed refined foods, you're going to find it very, very easy, even if you're tracking, to go way above that number. One, your hunger is going to kick in, and you're just not going to be full on any amount of calories. You're going to keep wanting more and more and more. So if you are trying to lose weight, then especially, the whole foods with the fiber. So if you're looking at carbohydrates, fiber is very filling. It will give you the feeling of being full. Protein can be filling, especially from nuts, seeds, beans. And then with fats, fat increases the length of satiety, so you will feel fuller for longer. With each of those, you kind of see that if you're eating mostly whole foods, you're going to be much better off. Now, in terms of the vitamins and minerals, if you're eating mostly processed, refined foods, you're going to have they're very low. The vitamins and minerals have been removed. So refined carbohydrates are sugar, or possibly juices, or something like that, and usually juices have sugars added to them. So, those would be examples of some refined carbohydrates. Refined fat would be oils, so they're very low in essential fatty acids, with very few exceptions. Flaxseed oil has some omega-3s in it, and then that's another aspect, is the essential fatty acids, omega-3, omega-6. Or linolenic and linoleic acid. Those are essential. You have to meet those. If you are eliminating whole foods for the most part, then you are probably eliminating most of your essential fatty acid needs, and then you run into the problem of becoming a deficiency. These are not vegan problems. These are just food problems in general if you rely on processed refined foods. And then the last topic is protein. Refined proteins would obviously be like protein powder or something like that. You kind of eliminate that satiation that you would get from getting protein from like beans or something like that, if you're relying on protein powder for your protein needs. So those are just some reasons why a whole foods plant-based diet is better than just relying on processed refined foods. So just some thoughts, leave you with that. You guys take it easy, and I'll talk to you in the next video.